Hey friends, how you doing? It is I, Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I am so happy to see you here today. Thanks so much for being here. It is Thursday. That means that it is time for the Tarot Topic Weekly Newsletter Recap, which we do every Thursday at noon Eastern Time. And I can see by the questions that some of you are asking already that some of you indeed did read the newsletter. If you haven't read the newsletter and if you're not subscribing to the newsletter, what's wrong with you? Oh my gosh, go to my website, christianagaudet.com or tarotbychristiana.com. Just hit the button for newsletter. You can read this week's, you can read every week's. It's right there on the website. And you can hit subscribe to make sure it comes into your inbox every Wednesday. So each week we do a different topic, hence Tarot Topics. That's what it's called. This week's topic is Breathe and Believe. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you that we have a free class tonight here on my YouTube channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Unpacking a Tarot Spread. We're going to be working with the Seven Sisters, a 7-card tarot spread, and we're going to really get into the ins and outs of how you work with larger spreads and get as much information from it as possible. Now, I'm hoping that this will whet your appetite for tarot spreads, because on the 30th of this month, we are doing a hybrid class on Zoom and here in the Palm City office, Tarot Spreads, Tools, and Techniques. You need a ticket for that, and you can get that ticket by going to my website. All right, so Breathe and Believe, what are we talking about? So a few people have said to me, oh my gosh, before I tell you what a few people have said to me, let me say to you, thank you so much, Clumsy Clairvoyance, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Super chats and super stickers are a way to support this broadcast. Another way to support this channel is to become a member as Clumsy Clairvoyance, and many people here have done. You can tell who a member is because their names are in green and they have a sun badge after their name. The color of the badge denotes how long they have been members. What else can I tell you there? How much I appreciate that. If you are interested in being a member, you can do it at one of 3 different levels, and there are extra perks for members. All right, so let me get back to what we were talking about. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Really grateful to everyone who's here. Grateful especially to our members and to Clumsy Clairvoyance for the super chat. All right, Breathe and Believe. A number of people recently have told me that they've been doing manifestation work, law of attraction work, setting intentions, doing spells, doing tarot spells, and not getting results. Has that happened to you? That you've read a spell in a book, put your tarot card here, light this candle, and say these words, and nothing happens. Or that you've set an intention for something. Maybe you've gone to yoga class and dedicated your practice to a particular intention and nothing happens. So this week's newsletter is about how to really empower your energy work. And first and foremost, it's about the breath. The breath is the single most important tool when doing divination, when doing mediumship, when doing any kind of psychic work, when doing healing work, and when doing magic or manifestation work. To breathe consciously is the most important thing. Now, belief is important too, but it's got to go further than belief. It has to actually be visualization. You have to see your results real time in your mind's eye, in the first person, in the present tense, like they're happening right now. So it's belief, but it's belief with a focus. And the focus has to be not as a wish, not as a prayer, but seeing it happen. And that's what the newsletter is about this week. And that's what we're going to do some readings and conversation about this week. So if you are working on manifesting something and you want some information on how to do that, If you are wondering what to manifest, we can talk about that. Anything around the topic of conscious breathing, anything around the topic of manifestation, magic, spell work, any of that, that's what we're doing questions on, and I am happy to take your questions. Let me just say hi to some of the people here. Smile Soul 20, Von Ray, Horse Fan Dunn, Gemini Sun. So nice to see all of you here. Thank you for all of you being members of this channel. Really appreciate it. The first question I see is Horse Fan Dunn. How can I best visualize my success? And even before I go to the cards, the first thing I'm going to say is know what it is that success looks like for you. What does success look like? Success at what? In what way? When? Be specific. Let's see what the cards say. And the cards say, Page of Swords, ask for what you want. Know what you want and be specific. And with the Five of Pentacles reversed, recognize that opportunities are there for you. No matter how big the change is that you want, you can have it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to think big, and don't be afraid to ask for it specifically. There it is. And not only ask for it, see it. That's the key. And, you know, the visualization, breathe it and build it in your mind, and maybe use tarot cards to illustrate it out. That's a way to work with tarot magic. Hey, Barbara O'Brien, nice to see you. Mystics Haven, how can I manifest more abundance in my life? You know, I think there has been this story over the course of your life that your life is always hard. Not that you are a perpetual victim or anything like that. I think this may have just been something in your family culture, or something that has happened because your life has been hard. And so if there's this idea that the life is hard, it's also that money comes hard, that it's hard to make money, it's hard to save money, it's not easy. And what happens if you just invite flow? You know, to invite the flow of abundance, to say, you know, abundance flows for a lot of people. Why not me? And to breathe it in, to breathe in this idea of flow, of ease, of money coming in, of having what you need. And so letting go of this story of the past and working with an energy of abundant flow, and see how that changes things. Karen Winkle, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. What area of my life would benefit most from me just taking a breath? Very good. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Any area of your life when things aren't going the way you want them to, which happens a lot. I mean, you work a hard job, you have a big family. There's been a few things going on that are not going the way you would prefer. And so when that happens, there's a part of you that kind of goes right into whether it's fix-it mode or anxiety mode or panic mode very quickly. And so if you can just take a breath, when something doesn't go right, just take a breath and give it a minute first. The solutions will come to you, and you will be able to respond to the crisis more quickly and easily if you take a breath first. Seriously. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks for being a member of this channel. I'm trying to manifest a new roof with help from my insurance. Advice about that. Yeah, this is definitely one where it's about doing the legal work, the paperwork, talking to the right people, making it happen. You will indeed make it happen. It will happen. And I think you can put some magic behind it just by visualizing, stepping outside and seeing that new roof and being like, okay, I got my new roof. And just feel that and see that, and that will help move it forward. There are a lot of mundane hoops that you need to jump through to make it happen, but I know that you can, and I know that you will. Hey, Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Glad that you're here, and thanks for being a member here. As far as breathing, Horst Van Dunn says big baby breaths from the tummy. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So Moonlight Tarot brings up an interesting question. How can I manifest marrying Adele and being always in his life? So that's an interesting thing. And if you don't mind, I'm going to use this as a teachable moment. When we talk about manifesting relationship stuff, that is really an area that we want to stay away from because it involves another person and it gets in the way of someone else's free will. And what if it's not his free will to do that? That's number one. Number two, sometimes what we think we want, we don't want. And so manifesting to always be in someone's life, what if a few years later, you don't want to be in this person's life? You don't necessarily want to do something that's going to make it harder to undo. And so what if instead you manifested the best possible outcome? And this is where visualization is hard because we don't always know what the best outcome is, to manifest the best possible outcome here. And I think that's what you just have to do is just focus. And this is a place where you don't so much visualize as just envision whatever the best possible outcome is in this situation. This is what I'm going to manifest. And the tarot card you would use for that would be like the Wheel of Fortune, something turning toward the best, even if we don't know what that is. And the reading that we get here is Judgment, which really speaks to remembering what has happened in the past. All right. Clumsy Clairvoyance, once again, thanks for the super chat and thanks for being a member here. What is a good way for me to expand my own ability to manifest effectively? Very good question. And for you, the answer is to bring emotion into it, to recognize that when we talk about the breath, when we talk about focus, the other piece of it, and I think this is going to be especially effective for you, is emotion. You have to feel it. You have to feel it like it's happening now. You have to want it, but not like, oh, I wish I could have that, but this is the way it's going to be. As I will it, so mote it be. It will be this way. This is how I see it. And so put your emotion into it. And don't be afraid to want it big. Don't be afraid to see it big. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Wanting to manifest money and career I love wanting to manifest money and career I love since I've been in the workforce. I know I am worthy of this and I've been working on my mindset of money. Anything else I can do to manifest this? Just believe in it. Just know, that's the whole breathe and believe thing. Just know it can happen. The fact that it hasn't happened yet, don't let that be a deterrent, but just picture it. Like, what does it feel like? And what does it look like when you're getting up and putting on clothes to go to that job? What does doing that job feel like? See yourself literally doing that job. Picture it in your mind. Go through the steps. Imagine talking to someone you haven't seen in a long time and talking to them about your job. What are you saying? And picture that like it's happening right now. Okay. Von Ray, thanks for being here and thanks for being a member here. What can I do to help my manifestations develop quicker? Excuse me. So I will do a reading on this, but I will tell you, you can always add. There are two particular tarot cards you can always add, put them on your altar, or just spend some time with them that bring things more quickly. And that is the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Those are the two fastest cards in the deck. So those are the ones that you would want to add to any manifestation. What else can you do? Be in a place of confidence that it will happen. Do not be wishy-washy about it. Be confident. Be confident that it will happen. Be confident that you're making it happen, and be confident in your visualization. All right, and thank you all for the feedback. I do see it, I do read it. I don't always read it aloud in the interest of time, but I do appreciate it. And while you're here, I want to ask everyone to make sure you hit like. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications. Karen, not losing your shit. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Nalini, I'm trying to manifest abundance that will allow me a fresh start. How will that work out for me? King of Cups. So the interesting thing is, I think it'll be fine, but I feel like you're also wanting to manifest love and partnership. And that can bring its own kind of abundance, and that's fine, and that's good. But I think you also want to make sure that you manifest independent abundance. So it's okay to manifest abundance. It's okay to manifest love. And it's okay if that person that comes in has some money, but also manifest your own money independently. Seriously. Okay, Ashrael, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Hope you're doing well. How can I manifest a new romantic relationship in my life? What a great question. So the thing is, I think there's some hurt from the past. Either a relationship that didn't work out, or not having what you want, or being alone, or whatever it's been that's been hurtful, or has become the norm for you that is not what you want. Do not let that energy inform this process at all. I almost feel like you have to start with a banishment of what has come before and how it has affected you. You have to welcome a change and a new start, and then do your work to manifest what you want. I think that'll help. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. What area of my life or self should I focus on for manifesting the best life, and how should I use my breath? What a great question. I love it. Honestly, you seem really busy, and you seem to be very creative. I mean, we can all use more money. We can all use more confidence. I mean, there's a lot that we can all use more of. We can all use more balance. But really, there's so much in your life that seems really, really good. And so I feel like what you need in your life might be grounding and time management. Just so you can because I think you've got a to-do list, and some of that to-do list is fun and spiritual and creative. So I feel like you've already done a good job manifesting what you needed to get to this point. And so now I think what you want to manifest is grounding. And that grounding can also bring in more material abundance. So connecting with the earth and breathing into the root chakra. So focusing on the root chakra at the base of your spine as you breathe, I think would be very helpful, feeling yourself connected to the earth and feeling groundedness and stability and abundance coming into you from the earth. I think that would help. Okay, baby cakes. How should I manifest more financial abundance and bring love partnership into my life? Love and money, man. That's it, right? Those are the things. And again, I think you want to be careful about not manifesting them at exactly the same time. Because then sometimes what happens is a person with money comes in, but then you're kind of tied to that person, whether it works or doesn't, and that becomes an issue. So, manifesting love, manifesting money. Manifesting love, you're another one carrying baggage about this. Let go of the baggage from the past, and it will be much easier to bring in something new. And just breathe it in. See it and believe it and breathe it in. Manifesting money, I think that there have been some beliefs that you have held on to about money is hard to find, money doesn't grow on trees, or you don't have skills that bring in money, or something like that. So with both love and money, I think it's letting go of stories from the past that is really going to help you manifest what you want for the future. Friends, I feel like I've answered every question. If I've accidentally missed you, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. Please do reiterate. And if you're just getting here, haven't asked a question yet, now is the time. It's last call for readings, y'all. But tonight at 7 p.m., the link is already up. Join us for our class, Unpacking a Tarot Spread. Get your ticket for Tarot Spreads, Tools and Techniques coming up on September 30th. Make sure you like this video, please. And I thank you all so very much. Remember, you can schedule readings with me directly on my website, tarotbychristiana.com or christianagaudet.com. They both take you to the same place. You can find contact information there to contact me directly, or you can use the scheduling app to schedule with me. I will look forward to seeing you tonight. I'll also be back tomorrow at noon with the weekly wrap-up, with the Friday weekly wrap-up. Thank you all so much for being here. Members, thank you for supporting. I wish you a very great day, and I will hope to see you at class tonight. Thanks so much. Take care. Be good.